next guest is the Texas Female Artist of the Decade with 14 #1 songs on Texas radio chart. She joins us today to talk about her upcoming song called Border Girl. Welcome to the studio, our good friend Bri Bagwell, the gorgeous Bri Bagwell, and your beautiful little baby here, Whiskey. Hi, baby.
Yes. She loves Suzanne. She knows a dog person when she sees her.
I love it because she was watching as we were reading and looking at all the packages that were rolling by. She is sweet. How old is she now?
She's 7. I've had her for a little bit over 6 years. I found her in the middle of the road. Oh. She had heartworms and fleas, and now she has a T-shirt and she's on TV. So she's really done a 180.
She's living her best life for sure. Last time you were here, we did talk about your song Rescue, which you wrote about Whiskey. And I said, I don't care what you do. Beautiful, talented, but what a big heart to go ahead. I know you're a big dog lover, and that's why I love you, and that's why we bond. I want to talk about Border Girl. Congratulations, this new song coming out on the 18th.
Thank you.
Border Girl, living in a border town. It is your life. New Mexico resident. Tell us about that.
I am from Las Cruces, New Mexico, which is right on the border of, New Mexico, and Texas. And so it really influenced who I am as a person culturally. My family all farms along the Rio Grande, and so it's just a really special song because it's just about how I feel a part of 2 different cultures, and that's really shaped who I am. I sing in Spanish every night. We talked about that. I love the food, I love the culture, and the older I get, the more I appreciate my roots and where I'm from.
Isn't that funny? I don't know what's going on. I've been talking to a lot of artists lately, and everybody is saying that. You couldn't wait to get out of your hometown, but as soon as you do, and you're, living life as an adult, you want to make the move back.
Yes, and I think also, as you can tell, I've been in the Midwest. I'm dressed like the winter. I love it. I was sweating outside. But I think that's so true, and I don't have a lot of heartbreak in my life right now. I got a great man, and so it's like, what do I want to write about and what's important to me? And it's where I'm from, and I love my hometown, and I'm traveling so much. I'm on the road almost all year long, and I look forward to just going to New Mexico and eating enchiladas and seeing my mom and dad.
Yeah, I love that. And lyrically, you talk about, is it the smell of the desert wind? And I mean, the history. I just love that because it is so visual that you really paint this picture for the listener.
Thank you. It was an easy song to write, and those always tend to be my favorites, are the ones that I'm not really trying hard. And then I put some things about, when the wind shifts, you can hear the cartel kicking up a bit. I mean, I kind of try to even be realistic about some of the other things that come with living in a border town.
Yeah, interesting. There is another song that you released not too long ago. Can I talk about Ain't That Love?
Yes.
I love this because I'm sitting here going, boy, I mean, I say I'm right, he's wrong. I love the lyrics of this. It is a compromise. And even though we have to meet in the middle, sometimes begrudgingly, we do.
That's right. And I actually wrote that when I was a songwriter here at Sony ATV with a guy, Dustin James, and that song's probably 10 years old. And so it kind of, one of my friends said, remember that song? We should record it. And I...
Talk about the collaboration, though, you made out of the song, too.
Yeah, it's a band named Timberwild. They're out of New Braunfels, Texas, where I live, too. It's one of my best friends. And there's a new studio down there that my friend AJ Vallejo and the comedian Steve Trevino opened up an awesome recording studio right near Green Hall. And so they said, hey, come in and record a song for free, which I was like, I'll be right there.
Yeah, great to have those kind of recording studios and have that vibe too, isn't it? And it makes you feel extra comfortable, and there's something about that.
Yeah, and recording near home. I mean, I always come to Nashville to make my big records because all the best players are here. But I guess since COVID, we found that we can kind of do a lot of things remotely. If we need to send to a drummer in Nashville, which we did do that, we can do that. Yeah,
technology makes it so amazing.
Yeah.
All of these new songs, there's an EP coming?
There's an EP coming. I did 5 songs here in Nashville at the Smokestack. It was an awesome studio. And so that's going to be coming out, I believe, this fall. We're going to wrap them all up in a bow and put them out. But until then, we're going to do the singles, one a month. And so starting with Border Girl, that comes out April 18th.
You're one to not sit idle. I know if you're writing music, you're on tour, and because you needed something else to do, the podcast, Only Vans, and you literally do this in your van while you're on the road.
Yes, I have an RV now, but it still has the front end of a van, so it kind of counts. But doing the podcast has been the easiest thing that I've done. It's just talking with my friends. I would love for you to be on my podcast.
I will do oh my God, I will do your podcast anytime,
it's
anywhere.
It's on camera now. So.
Okay, let's do it. I'll totally do it. Awesome. But I love that, and I'm I'm interested, we're out of time, unfortunately, and I'm interested to talk to you more about that because being on this side of the mic and how you hear, I mean, you have that different approach because you live the life that you're talking to your peers. There is that connection that probably a lot of people can't get.
So, yes, but it makes me appreciate what you do because it's not as easy as you make it look.
Yeah.
She's a pro.
I love it. Always a pleasure to have you here. For those of you who are watching, by the way, in Nashville, you are going to be taking the stage at the Basement tomorrow. So you are in the thick of it right now. They can log on to your website for those tour dates?
Yes, BriBagwell.com, and I haven't been home in 3 weeks, so come give me a hug or a high five or something.
I love it. Thank you for being here as always, and thank this little baby, little Whiskey. She's falling asleep. Hopefully that's not an indication of what we're doing on camera, but anyway, Bri, a pleasure.